Oh my gosh, I feel like it's been forever since I have seen your gorgeous faces. I'm here in a friend's barn. It's not really a barn, it's more of a glarn. And she was kind enough to let me use this. There are a couple of times that maybe I'll make a YouTube video for you guys because I have more to tell you than I want to try to explain on Google Classroom. So I'll be using this as a way to communicate from time to time. Hopefully that's okay. So first things first, I want to make sure that every single one of you has signed in to my Google Classroom. It's been like pulling teeth trying to get you guys on there. I think as of this morning, I still had 8 or 10 people that hadn't signed in. That's a huge problem because that's, I'm talking to the people who have signed in. But if you see someone that isn't signed into Google Classroom, if you look at the class, the people in our class, and you notice a friend isn't in there, please text them and say, please get your butt on Mrs. Bauschek's Google Classroom for personal finance. They're gonna start realizing that they're not logged in or they're not signed into Google Classroom. When they start getting zeros in the grade book, that's gonna suck. So if you can text your friends and remind them, that would be great. Most of you have already signed in to my Flipgrid for this class. Do you know Flipgrid? Flipgrid.com, Mrs. Bauschek's personal finance class. This is going to be a huge discussion tool for us, and I want you to get on there and get familiar with it. Our sign-in code for this class is Bauschek 2022. 2022. That will get you into the personal finance Flipgrid. If you're not familiar with Flipgrid, use this time today to log in and get familiar with it. Kind of mess around with it, see what it does. Most of the time what I'll be doing is I will give you a discussion question. This is what they did at IU for Cadence classes. They'll give you a discussion question. I will assign you a 1 minute and 30-second response. You will make a video of yourself responding to the question. You'll have 1 minute and 30 seconds to do so. A lot of times, this is how I'll do our book check. If you remember, we left off on chapter 5. So that's where we're gonna pick up. Remember I told you this was the most important chapter? We didn't even get to do it. So we're gonna pick up with chapter 5. You all have your video logins that you can use. So you'll be using your video logins to watch the videos on your own. I will assign those always on Mondays and Thursdays. You'll fill in your book accordingly, just like you did in class. And then on Fridays, I'll send you a quick video on Flipgrid saying, hey guys, send me your video of your books filled in, and here's a question that I have for you that I want you to answer about, the section that we just did. So you'll video yourself saying, hey Mrs. Bauschek, here's my book for chapter 5. You'll show me all, all the pages filled in, and then you'll say, and my response to your question for section 1 is blah, 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 okay? So that's what you'll do. All of that will be on Flipgrid. Cool? And then from time to time, I may even assign that I want you to respond to someone else's Flipgrid video. So I may say you need to respond to one other person's Flipgrid. That's part of the discussion, and that's part of the grade. Or I might even say you need to respond to 2 people's Flipgrid videos and give some insight or some thoughts on what their response was. So this all stinks. It stinks that we're inside. It stinks that we can't see each other and that we can't learn in a classroom. However, I'm super excited for you guys as seniors because this, even just Flipgrid and using Flipgrid, this is going to totally prepare you for what comes next after graduation. For your colleges, your universities, you're gonna be totally ahead of the game because you had to use this stuff and you had to interact with your classmates online. That's what you do in college. So you're learning right now. I think it's a great thing. I'm super excited for you guys to use this. So assignments for personal finance will always come out on Mondays and Thursdays. There may be a time that maybe we'll do a fun little quick video discussion question via Flipgrid on Fridays. your job is to stay plugged in and locked into Google Classroom for those assignments. But typically Mondays and Thursdays assignments will come from time to time, maybe a video on a Friday. So that's all I have for you. You will need your books. For those of you who couldn't even find your books at school, hopefully you found them and hopefully you have them at home. That's a really big deal. If you don't have your book, please let me know. We'll try to figure out some way to get you a book. You might have to come to the school and pick one up. I'm not sure, but you can email me if you don't have your personal finance book. You will need this or you will get big fat zeros in the grade book. Yeah? Okay. And we also might need use Flipgrid on Fridays for our fun questions. I still want to stay in contact with you guys as people, not just as, a teacher, dumping assignments on you a couple times a week. So maybe on Fridays, our Flipgrid date is that I ask you, what's the thing that has sucked the most about this quarantine? And then you give me a 1 minute and 30-second response on Flipgrid about what has sucked the most, or what has been the best thing about this quarantine. Again, via Flipgrid, you would respond with a 1 minute and 30-second video telling me what has been awesome, what you're learning, what has been so great about it. So that's that. Maybe that's just what we'll plan on doing on Fridays. So Mondays, Thursdays, assignments. Fridays will be more of a touching base with you as humans, okay? Via Flipgrid. So if you're not on Flipgrid, get on Flipgrid. Mess around with it today, figure out how to use it. Bauschek 2022 is the class code for personal finance. I don't think you'll get too many YouTube videos from me, but I wanted to do that today because this is just more than I could share on Google Classroom. Text a friend if you notice they're not in our Google Classroom yet for personal finance. And that's all I have for you today. You guys stay safe. I miss your faces, and we'll see you real soon.